Well, today is a federal holiday, a holiday with a history of name changes and debate. Whether you call today Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day, it's a holiday reserved for our country's history. Our Don White is in Dallas now with a closer look.
Sir, today we have your Columbus Day proclamation for
With the swipe of a pen, President Donald Trump signed a Columbus Day proclamation to reclaim the explorer's legacy.
Well, this is one more part of the culture wars that we've been fighting in our society for some years now.
Christopher Columbus obviously discovered the New World in 1492.
But is that true? I asked SMU political science associate professor Matthew Wilson.
Columbus certainly opened up the Americas to European exploration, colonization, conquest, etc. But he never actually landed on the territory of what is now the United States. There were native peoples in what is now the United States prior to Columbus's arrival.
He was a great Italian explorer.
Wilson says Trump's proclamation also honors Italian Americans.
Christopher Columbus was Italian. He was sailing under the flag of Spain, but he was himself from the Italian city of Genoa.
Columbus has become a controversial figure over the years, despite the federal holiday in his honor, particularly among Native Americans. That includes the nonprofit Intertribal Community Council of Texas.
It's not a surprise. Just some of the things that have been going on in this administration. That was my initial response or reaction, but it's definitely not deterrent of what we're going to do today is celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day.
Why is it important to your organization and to Native Americans here in North Texas to still celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day?
Yes, it's important because we are the original stewards of these lands. So to continue to celebrate our resiliency and our culture is important. It's something that we're not going to stop.
Even with President Trump's Columbus Day proclamation, states and municipalities can still celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day. That includes 17 states and the District of Columbia, according to the Pew Research Center. The city of Dallas posted this tribute to Indigenous Peoples Day on social media. Dawn White, CBS News, Texas.
One earth, one people, one love. 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 First off, let's define indigenous, the native people, original inhabitants, living on every single continent. Then somebody shows up and says, I discovered it. How can you discover somewhere already found, or take credit for a place that's already around, like Hernan Cortez or Hernando de Soto, Ponce de Leon or Francisco Pizarro? It all started with Christopher Columbus, Europe's obsession with Western discovering. With big dreams, this wild and Italian was searching for gold in the East Indies Islands. Long ago, 1492, we all know the story, he sailed the ocean blue. But here's what I didn't learn in school. After landing in the Bahamas, he treated people cruel. The Tainos are peaceful people. When Cuba, Haiti, DR, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, even though they welcomed him with open arms, he committed genocide and unspeakable evil. I wish that's where the story ends, but colonization is a sickness that spreads. Speaking of sickness, literal diseases, smallpox, chickenpox, and measles. I wonder how history would change if explorers were peaceful when they came, learned native customs, cultural exchange, didn't force religion and no one was enslaved. Aztecs, Incas might have lived longer, from South America to Canadian borders. Cherokee, Sioux, Apache and Navajo, Iroquois, Chippewa, Choctaw, Pueblo. indigenous ones, from ancestors to those still alive. Sing! One earth, one people, one love. People of the earth. One earth, one people, one love. It's time to stand together. One earth, one people, one love. 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 Time to right these wrongs. One earth, one people, one love. Stand together as one. One earth, one people, one love. One earth, one people, one love. One earth, one people, one love. My people, your people, all people.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to Indigenous Day. Sister Rahima is eating her dinner on a live show.
I'm sorry.
She's still celebrating the day.
Before dark.
Yes. So, Sister Rahima, we're live on Facebook and YouTube and all these channels to celebrate Indigenous Day. And I don't know where Dr. Schufer, she came in on another thing, but she's not connected. So I'm going to try to kick her out so she can come back in correctly.
Yeah, she was trying to get in. We were talking, she was trying to get in.
No, I just want to kick her out. And so if you want to, okay, I just want to kick her out so she can come back in. So you guys shared the news clip about Indigenous Day and Columbus Day, and shared a video of someone who remade a song about the Indigenous Day. That was my first time even hearing it. And so what you guys have to say about what today means for all of us that's probably got some Indian in our family?
Well, what I think is I'm glad that it's not only a time where we can stop, reflect, and honor those by just acknowledging the history. And by us having this meeting, we're doing that. We're acknowledging the history, honoring those who are gone before us, and just excited to be able to share it in this space with someone who has stories about the history. So I'm just super excited.
Me too, Dr. Little. I hear a lot about Indians. I remember being raised up on the Lone Ranger and Todd. What? You know what I'm saying? So that's when I saw Indians, but I never even thought about being related to Indians or anything being in my family. I think my grandmother on my dad's side, we always say that she has some Indian in her, but I don't know what kind of Indian. So this right here, this acknowledging this history is a good thing. It's gonna help us all be aware of if we have Indian in our family, so we can research that kind of stuff.
Yes, and now that you mentioned that, I never even heard of the Trail of Tears until I joined Black Wall Street USA. I never even heard of Trail of Tears and until we started planning this event. And then just to hear, just to be educated on what happened back in the 1830s. And what I did is I went as so far as to research, other massacres, from 1830 to 1864 to 66, people just need to know that. So I'm glad that there is an Indigenous Day. One thing I did know about Columbus Day, but I also knew that he didn't discover America too. So it's good to be educated on this.
Yes. What you got to say, Miss Cheryl?
I have never heard of Indigenous Day until they came out with it recently. I said I never even heard of Indigenous Day until recently, and come to find out, people have off days. It used to be Columbus Day is observed as Columbus Day. I remember people used to say, "What nationality are you?" And I'll say African American, but we all have some Indian in us. They say so. I mean, it's our history.
Yes. There you are, Dr. Because we were talking about we had heard of Indigenous Day, or we didn't realize that we were connected to Indians. So we need you to just kind of educate us on Indigenous Day. Did she go off again?
She keeps coming in, going out.
Yeah, there was problems like when she came in, that echoing was coming through as well.
Yeah, I thought the echo was coming from Cheryl, so I muted her.
I think I must have been muted.
She had two of them on it. Let me bring, she's coming back. Brother Lawrence, how you doing? Okay, there you are.
How everybody?
Yeah, I can't seem to get it right with my computer, so I'm going back to my phone.
Okay then. Okay, so we need you to tell us about this Indigenous Day that some of us have never heard of it, and some of us didn't realize that we have some Indian blood. We only remember the Lone Ranger and Tonto.
And what did I teach you about Tonto? It's not Tonto, it's Tonto.
Tell us again, Dr. Schufer, what Tonto means.
Yes.
Well, as you know, Hollywood always disrespect. Huh?
Dum.
Away. You know what? You're in trouble. Mute him.
Right.
So,
mute him.
Hollywood never respected us, people of color, millennium, whatever, whether we're Asian or Afrocentric or Latinos or whatever. But one thing they did, because the American community didn't really speak Spanish or understand Spanish, or the Asian didn't speak Spanish or whatever, or the so-called Indigenous didn't speak Spanish or whatever. Oh my God, this is crazy.
It's okay. We can still hear you.
Yeah.
But I guess while she's coming back, Karen, maybe you can ask that question to Lawrence, since he's here now.
Yeah, Lawrence, had you heard of Indigenous Day before? I think he's frozen.
Lawrence is frozen.
Yes.
He's muted.
He's muted and frozen.
Frozen. But while he's muted and frozen, I really look forward to the Trail of Tears tour that is happening May 2024. So maybe some people who are watching, or somebody who will watch in the future, they will learn about what we're doing. We're taking a bus and we're traveling through the 9 states, some of the 9 states where the Trail of Tears travel to. The Trail of Tears refers to the brutal forced relocation of Indigenous people from the ancestral homeland in the southeastern United States to designated Indian territories. And, you want me to share a little bit more about what took place, how many people died, and all those type of things?
Sure, you definitely can educate us on that.
Yes, I was reading about the Trail of Tears refers to the brutal force of relocation. Targeted tribes were Cherokee, Muskogee, which is Creek, Seminole, Chickasaw, Choctaw, collectively known as the 5 civilized tribes, were prominent primary targets. So they traveled on foot 5,000 miles through all type. It was snow. It was so cold through the winter months. So this place were around 100,000 people deaths with about 13,000 to 16,000. And you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but we know a lot of people died because somebody wanted their land. And that was not the first time that even happened. It was not the last time, I know that for sure. That if somebody wanted your land, they're going to kick you out and do different things. So, it's just good to learn about this, the Trail of Tears, our history.
Yes. So we have Sister Rahima back on. So with Sister Rahima, we were just talking about, just learning about Indigenous Day and what that meant. So can you tell us something about that? You're muted, Sister Rahima. You got to unmute yourself. Okay, try now.
I don't know.
Okay, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Can I be heard now?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Yeah, I could hear you all, but you couldn't hear me. This is so surreal because my son-in-law had just turned off his game to turn on the story about what's the name of it? What's the name of the show? Trail. It's called Trail of Tears. It's a video, and it went all the way back. And I was listening to that when Miss Reese called me. So he missed some of his game because he wanted me to see this documentary. But when I went to school, we had a book called Book of Holidays. And the book had all the holidays of the year, and it was never over 2 pages. But I was good at remembering things, so I would always remember the holiday. So the holiday for October 12th was Columbus Day. It was called Columbus Day, and the Indigenous Peoples Day didn't come up until the last, I don't know, just 2-3 years ago, maybe. It's just been a few years since they changed it to Indigenous Peoples Day. And so I would memorize that whole thing about Columbus coming over here and nothing about the Native Americans. Of course, Thanksgiving, they showed the nice little picture of whatever, but they were so happy, and the princesses were so beautiful, and they were serving the people. They didn't show how they were raping them and all that kind of stuff while doing their drunken debauchery. But basically, that's how I grew up. And so there was no such thing as Columbus Day. There was Tonto, which we loved. I didn't know until Dr. Schuper told us that he was a brilliant man. But of course, they had to have some kind of Indian in the thing. So all the other people were painted. He was for real. And he played his part well, but it wasn't much that they allowed him to say, and we were very experienced with that part. But the drama, he played the part that he wanted to play. I guess he wanted to get his money, and he was okay. But I'd like to, get a little more information. If Dr. Schuper, later on, somebody down the line can share a lot with us about Tonto, because we grew up with Tonto. He looked more like us than the rest of the people, so we were really attached to Tonto. Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, and so Dr. Sister Rahima, go ahead, Lawrence. Brother Lawrence.
Yes, I just heard. Excuse me, y'all. How y'all doing?
Good.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's so funny. As days come up, I be looking at the TV show Walker, Texas Ranger, and Walker, Texas Ranger Chuck Norris. His name was Washaw. Right. And every time he want to go back to somewhere and try to figure out, he go to the spirits and go to Red Eagle, whatever the guy name, Uncle Ray. And then also I like looking at The Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
The one I be watching him, and them some brave Indians. And then I thank God, because my family is part Indian. The freedman, Choctaw, and all that.
Yeah.
And Cherokee, man, woo! I thank God for my grandmother and my ancestors.
Yeah, I think that's why we are planning the Trail of Tears too, because we was not exposed to the real truth about this set of people. You know, we only was told a little bit, and so in 2026, we're going to go back to those 9 states where they traveled from to go into Tulsa, and redo those steps. And I'm just excited to be able to experience that. And as we do it, we're going to be teaching about the Trail of Tears. So I'm excited, and that's another one reason we wanted to celebrate this day, to officially let everyone know that we're about to do the doggone thing.
We sure are.
And y'all know what? I'm looking at this here. It's so funny. My last name Friedman, but you know how down the line people change the name. So I'm looking at Oklahoma Freedmen, FREEDMEN, and of the 5 tribes, and they are Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Creek, and Seminoles.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we are all born in the descendants of the warriors. We are warriors.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
One of the things that we're going to do when we end up back in Tulsa, we're going to have a genealogy booth or a table where people can trace their genealogy and see if they have any Indian in their blood. Because, you know, there's some new laws that have taken place. And so it's something that you need to know about. So I'm excited about that. We're going to have a lot of classes. We have a lot of we have surveys that are going around on all our Black Wall Street pages. We have over 50 some pages, and we have the survey that's going around. We're asking you guys to take the survey of the type of things that you want to learn once you get to Tulsa, because we want to have all kind of classes about reserving your land. We want to have classes for our kids. We're going to have booths and vendors. We want to even create our own money, y'all. We want to create our own money and use it amongst ourselves. So we have an exciting time coming up in 2026. And Dr. Little, one thing that I'm going to be excited about is being able to dress up like they did back in like back in the days. Yeah. Those dresses and those chastity belts and so we're gonna have a parade where you get to dress up like they did in what would that be? The 1800s or something?
1800s, 19. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Not the chastity belt.
Not yes. So we're waiting on Dr. Schufer to come back in. Oh, look it. He must be asking AI. Okay, Sister Rahima, you want to come in and share some more about what we're doing with the Trail of Tears? Sister Rahima is our lead person. She's the one that's spearheading this. So come and tell us why it is you want to do it, and what do you hope to accomplish with doing the Trail of Tears?
Well, I just kind of want to add on to what was said about the parade, and really about the genealogy workshops. We're kind of blessed because the Rudisill Library that has all that set up is moving, and the week that we will be there will be their last week in that building on Pine Street. They're going to move down on Greenwood. And so when we take the tour coming up Greenwood, we'll see where, I don't know if I don't think it'll be quite ready by then, but it'll be done enough, at least on the outside, so you see where the new library is going to be, and compared to the one that we will be in. Hopefully the equipment will still be in there, and we can use the equipment for the genealogy workshops. So I've definitely planned that with the library, and they told me that that was the last week that they would be working in that building. They're going to close it down at the end of May. So I wanted to comment on that. And as far as the parade, you can dress up in anything you want to dress up in, as long as it's not 2000, not the 21st century. So if you got if you have some bell-bottom pants or a pleated skirt or one of those split skirt with the split in the back that you used to wear in the 20th century, you're welcome to do that. But we're hoping that our children will dress up. Oh, let me say this. I was supposed to have been doing a heritage harvest fest at the Lacey Park, but they had planned it for the 24th, and I had not planned to be back to Tulsa by then. It was supposed to have been on the 31st because we were trying to knock the Halloween event, and they had set it up because the police department comes and the 100 Black Men, they come in with the man told me they gave the police department $200 for nothing but candy. I mean, that's all they do is candy. Just give the children candy. And that's not what we were trying to do. We must make our children, some of them are conscious of they die because they're sick, but so they have kind of closed that down. And I decided to move that into Black Wall Street when we have our parade. And in the evening times, we'll have all kinds of events. So one of the events that we want to have is like a talent show where the children can demonstrate where they came from. Some of them may want to dress up like Native Americans. Some of them may want to dress up like Africans. Wherever their parents need to, and the children, we can get them help in helping them to find out what their ancestry is. So that's extremely important that our children know that. And the parents who are not familiar with that, we'll just have to get them on board. But once the parents know that that's what they, what they should be doing, finding out what their ancestry is. I just found out mine about 4 or 5 years ago. I was so excited. Mali and Sierra Leone, Land of the Lions. I was excited. So it's good that they know that.
Yeah, that's good.
So
and
we all need to know that.
Yes, ma'am. And we're going to have workshops about creating businesses, workshops about writing grants, workshops about being a doula. We're going to have all kind of workshops for you to come and learn about building a business and who you are and empowerment as us as Black people. So I'm really excited about that. We do have a QR code that we're going to be sharing. So, you guys, that it takes money to pull something like this off. We're going to be having a bus that's going to be traveling from buses that are going to be traveling from Georgia and going through all the 9 states and ending in Tulsa. So it's going to be in May of 2026. And we have a QR code. It don't take a lot to accomplish something great. You know what I'm saying? If this video got out and 100,000 people saw this video and each one gave $1, that will be $100,000 for us to take care of this trip, for us to have it nice with the spirit of excellency. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will be able to come and celebrate. So I do have a QR code that I want to just share with you guys to scan. If you want to help with this, if you want to help see this through, if you want to help be a part of our history being continuously shared, especially to our young people and even to us that did not know, we ask you to scan this code. Give. It doesn't matter how much you want to give something to help us accomplish this task of us doing the Trail of Tears. And so Dr. Schufert, I guess she's still having problems coming on, but she was going to really be telling us from the indigenous people from their point of view. Did anybody else have anything else to say? Miss Cheryl, do you have something to say? Or anybody else? I see you smiling.
Well, I wanted to comment on the doula because everybody may not know what the doula is. But a lot of people are beginning to be very concerned about having their babies in hospitals. They give them needles and stuff. I mean, you have to have your baby with you like all the time to keep them from doing stuff, just doing stuff. And so the doula is beginning to rise again. You know, where you have and you can have if you're anxious or you have limitations about having a baby, like you've got some special issue or something, you can have your baby in the hospital delivered by a doula. And you know, if you have complications, then you're in the hospital and you don't have to be so anxious about it. But the bottom line is that a lot of people are prefer to have their babies at home or having their babies delivered by a doula instead of you know, having your baby subjected to all kinds of needles and stuff that you don't know what they're doing to your baby when they take that baby out of the room. You really do not know. Some babies who are like mixed for some.
Oh, where did she go?
During a certain period of time.
Yeah, he is at the bottom now.
They would talk. Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they were targeting these babies that you know, a lot of Arabs are coming over here and they were marrying blacks, and they were targeting these babies that were being born between the Arabs and the blacks, and a lot of them came up autistic and all that kind of stuff. So you really do have to be careful. You really do have to be careful.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So y'all mean tell me we gonna have a parade, right? So
oh Lord, wait a
y'all
minute.
mean tell me
the creek don't rise.
I'm gonna be able to wear my thing on my head like that, them?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fold my arm, and I'm gonna have me that choker thing on, like they got them bones. No, you know the thing. And then I'm gonna have me.
Comes out of the bottle.
No, you know how them chiefs have them. Some of them chiefs have them little things on, and they have the feathers. And then so you mean tell me I can put me some war paint on my face, have my moccasins, and you know Indians don't wear no shirt, so I could come bare chested. And then say how, and then I can say hookah hey, hookah hey, hookah hey, and then I want to know one thing: which one of y'all ladies gonna put that wrap on your back and let me get on y'all back and carry me like how the Indians used to carry they cheering?
So we don't know nothing about that. We ain't doing.
You ain't know about the women used to carry they used to wrap their kids behind their back.
They kids. You're not a kid.
You can't blame me for trying. Where Dr. Little at?
She find it out. I even thought you went to call her.
She up there.
Okay. Look, I have a bad back. I can't carry.
This is a good way to get him up the line. Go get Dr. Little back on. She fell off. Dr. Super, she fell off.
He having a problem.
Yeah.
I already tried to send it right back to her.
Okay.
She got 2 phones having problems. You know. Where was she at? Her service is getting messed up.
Yesterday, I fell off because the network wasn't, you know, they had switched the network to this house and it was a mess. My son-in-law had to get me back on. Now, I didn't know how to do that. So by the time I got back on, you all were closing down.
Okay.
But God is good. We're here today. And I did talk with Dr. Super today. She's gung-ho, and you know, there are a lot of natives and people who are interested in being a part of this. So we really do have to get our paperwork tight because she needs a letter. And so we're working. She's supposed to be sending me what needs to go in the letter. And once I get it together, she can get it approved because they can't, they have a way of doing things, of getting involved in things, and they have to have permission. But her plan is to bring us, a lot of support for what we're trying to do, because she does things like this a lot, and she recognizes that we need some funding. And so the people that are, I'm just basically telling you what she told me. Some of the people who want to get involved are creative people and make things, and she wants to hook it up so that we can get a percentage of whatever it is they're making. I was thinking of more of like having it as as vendors, just a flat fee for vendors. But she works on a bigger scale, so we'll see what happens with that. But for those of you who are interested in selling, or being a part of the trail and being a part of supporting this, not only with just donations, but like giving us a percentage, like Ms. Karen Reese was talking about and has done with her project, giving a percentage of what is sold to to Black Wall Street Trail of Tears. So that's what Dr. Schufer, she thinks big. So she and Dr. Little, they think big. So we just need to get her to get on, explain a little further. But once we get the letter out, then she'll be able to move forward. So she will officially be our PR event planner, for the East Coast. That doesn't take anything away from our event coordinator, CC Morgan. She's been on the job since day one, and as soon as I can, I will send her this packet. I wasn't able to do it today. They insisted on taking me out on a tour of this place before I leave, so I wasn't able to do it. But God willing, I'm going to go to the library tomorrow. If I have any problems, I will deal with the library and can deal with it. So I want to get this information off to you. Okay. So Ms. Moreland, I really want to compliment her. She's just on it. She's on it. You can always call on her, and she knows how to make things happen. So I'm thankful.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm excited about it. And for those of you who are listening, there are things going on all month, from May 1st, 2026, all the way to June 1st, 2026. Wow. So there's a calendar of events. So stick with us, contact us, and we'll have that list for you shortly. But we're excited. We're collaborating with a bunch of things that are going on in Tulsa also. So we're excited, having fun planning it, and we hope to meet at least 1,000 of y'all.
Yes. And as Ms. Reese was saying, it'll be a lot you'll see, but some of the dates may change because the presenters, they may be able to come at that time, and they may not. But we can't wait for people to tell us when they tell us. We have to put it down, and then they'll come back and say, "Oh, well, I can do it the day before, the day after. Oh, yeah, that works for me." So sometimes you have to help people along. So we're working on it, and we're also working on the packet. For the people who will be purchasing a packet. That was the other way we could make money, by setting up a packet where they would have gifts and games and books and information. And so we definitely need a team of people to help us put that packet together.
So you guys, you see that there's a lot going into us planning this day for it to be a day of excellence. So again, we need volunteers, we need money, we need we need it all to come help us celebrate this, you guys. And so we just wanted to start out with celebrating today as being Indigenous Day.
Yes.
For the Indigenous People Day today, and we just wanted to honor them today and celebrate them. And so we thank you guys for being on this live. Again, let me put up the QR code if you want to give a donation, no matter how small or large. Again, I said if 100,000 people see this video and you gave $1, our goal will be met, and you will be able to see us doing something with the spirit of excellency. Okay, you guys. So as we close, you guys, do anybody else have anything they want to say before we close out?
Yes, I got something to say. No, on a serious note, though, I will be attending a powwow in South Carolina, close to North Carolina, and then I'll be going to some other like South Georgia, and Chief and them gonna introduce the Trail of Tears at the powwow.
Okay.
What's the date for that?
I get it back. I get it. I got to call him back.
Okay.
He was still having it tossed up. Was trying to see when everybody gonna have their powwow, because you got a lot of powwows be going on in the month of May. So each time we go to a powwow, we're gonna have our papers. I want to have a flyer.
Yes.
So we can give it to the chief, to the Indigenous, to the great spirits. I don't want to call them gods, but you know how it is. The ancestors, and let them read it off.
Yeah, we need to have that flyer to them before May, because that is going to already be planned out by the time May come. So we're going to have to get
have it out right now.
Yes.
And the other thing we need to get up, like you all said, May is a very busy month. It's a month of graduations and tests and all of that. And we're trying to get the young people out there. So I sent out a letter that you all never got to reproduce for the children to take to school to get the parents' approval and permission from the school. If their school is not closed, the East Coast schools will still be open, but the central schools will probably be closed. But May is a month of testing and all that kind of stuff. So by the end of some people don't get out until June. And so they will need a letter to be out of school for, say, a week or almost a week. But they can get additional homework and, all kinds of things and work at that while they're on the trail. So that letter is somewhere floating around. I just have to get it to you good people so you all can tighten it up and have it sent out as well.
Okay,
but that doesn't need to be done until after January. But they need the letter so they'll know what they have to do and make a decision whether their parents are going to let them come out of school and travel with them for a week or not. Okay. Thanks for letting me share.
All right, and before we close this out, I just want to first commend and thank Miss Karen Reese for organizing, coordinating this Indigenous moment. I mean, this moment for Indigenous people and recognizing them and their history. And you be commended for doing the effort, and also for those people who are watching this video on live. Now is the time and the opportunity to take action, to do something, to share with Black Wall Street, Texas. Black Wall Street USA. You can join Black Wall Street USA, and you can also scan that QR code to support the Trail of Tears tour. Right here, right now, you can go ahead, do it. And we will see you all on the Trail of Tears 2 tour, May 24th through June 1st. Join us.
Look, Dr. Schufer came in, but still there's something not connected. So we'll probably have to do another live with her another day.
Yes.
All right.
All
we
right,
can do a Trail of Tears
maybe
too.
Sunday.
A Vintage Day Tuesday. We can do another one. A Indigenous Day. Because you know how a Indigenous Day, they have talk about different tribes and all that good stuff.
Yeah. We can
So
do it
we might,
again.
we'll see. We'll see. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All
one and
right, you guys.
All right, you want to?
Thank y'all.
All
It's
right.
pleasure seeing all y'all.
Pleasure seeing you with
Now,
your shirt
next time
on.
y'all
Pleasure
see me, I'm
seeing
gonna
you
have
with your
my.
shirt on.
Next time y'all see me, I'm gonna have on my Indian chief hat, my feather.
Okay, Brother Feather.
I'm gonna go
Peace
find me a
out.
chicken